Set. Ready, ready. Here we go. Uh-huh. All right. Set. Ready. White 53. Blue 30. Black 88. Get set. Red 54. White 80.
some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Lsu Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The short hands, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
That's caught. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He's got him in the flat. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Pulls it in, it's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah,
diving for the goal line, and he lost the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that breaks your heart if you're on offense, because it looks like you're just going to hand it off and run in for the easy touchdown. But because of bad ball security, that ball comes out, the defense recovers, and they're able to take over. That is a momentum-shifting play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? 3:25, baby.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cuevas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff to the lone back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his man. It's Hale. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Hale. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Simpson. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's into the open down the middle. Tag. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. And back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Safe completion on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Now adjusting. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. That's a live ball. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown LSU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on 1st down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got the quick completion. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job of playing physical by this defense.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Hale. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Run in the red zone. It's Miller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bama! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets rid of it. This time he's got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great... Sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
He gets into the end zone and the two-point conversion ties the game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Perry. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
No gain on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Anderson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the left side. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We will wrap it up with a sack. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Miller. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it.
691, Gators score. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Miller. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. He wants to change this route. They want to throw it. Broken up, incompleted, nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
Trying play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Big got the lead here in the fourth.
And this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Off the play fake. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And into the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Trying to find the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? It gets the pick six to break the top.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Bernard. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Simpson. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for room, it's Perry. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.